every person kind of has something that they're good at and they enjoy doing. And for me, it's just baking and or making a cake, which is why I chose to do it for my demo speech. During the cross country season, I was I baked a lot of cakes, including in the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season for our coach's birthday, and at the end of the season just kind of for a good season. And I actually won the Team Baker Award. We just kind of did this fun award, the captains did this fun award at the end of the season, and I was Team Baker, which as you can imagine was, everyone wanted to win this award, and I was grateful not to win it, and I worked my butt off all season just to win this award. So I'm really glad for cross country that I got to win the Baker Award. Once you have your apron on, you're going to need to start to spray your paint. Spray your non-stick cooking spray in your pans, and you want to lightly coat the bottom of the pan. Try not to push it down all the way because you'll get a big just build up in the middle of cooking spray like I did. So, just in general, just a light coat on the bottom, nothing too crazy. And you're going to do this with both pans, just so the cake doesn't end up sticking to the pan when you need to get it out to layer it. And then you can put that away. You're going to need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Now you're going to want to start mixing your cake. I'll push the box. And put it into the bowl. Make it open enough too, because it's not going to get into the bowl. Next, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. You can add it into your bowl. And then you really want to let it drain out a little bit. You need 1 1/3 cup of water, which I am going to fit up. I'm going to add about 1 1/3 cup in. I'm going to add my 3 eggs to the batter. You have to be careful while cracking the egg to not get any shell in there. 1, 2, and 3 eggs. Once you have your beaters out and plugged in, I have them plugged in, you're going to want to start beating it low. If you've noticed, there's not many lumps in there at all. It's nice and thin layer of cake, which is really good for cake. Next, once you have your cake done, you're going to want to get your pans that you set aside, and you're going to want to start filling them. Once your oven is ready, you can put each pan in the oven at the same time. I would recommend putting them on the same shelf. Your cakes will each cook for 30 to 35 minutes. As your first cake is cooled, what you're going to want to do is go around the edges very carefully and loosen away from the edges of the pan, so when it comes out, it won't break or come in multiple pieces. And it'll come out easier if you're on the edges of the pan. Once you've done that about once or twice, you need to be really quick and careful while doing this. You have to put your pan upside down and see if you can get it out like that. As you come right out, shoot a little off in the pan, but most of it with non-stick cooking spray should come to your hand. And put it in the center of your plate carefully. Once you have your first layer on your cake, you want to make sure, throwing the layers of this cake too, just getting the outside again off the edges. And then what you're going to do in this cake is I have two flavors of frosting, chocolate and vanilla. I'm going to do the middle layer as a vanilla layer to kind of offset the chocolate a little bit. And so I'm going to get the icing and start on the outside. Again, going slow, making sure the cake is cool enough. If it's not, it won't frost correctly. This layer is just going to be vanilla, and I'm going to do chocolate on top. Just to, again, kind of offset the whole chocolateness of the cake. And you want it so you don't see any brown cake poking through. And just kind of pop it again over. Move it a little bit, try to get it loose. Oh, it's coming, there we go. And then while putting it on top, you want to bounce fingers across and kind of pop it down, trying to make sure it's even. It looks pretty even to me. And then you're going to start your next layer of frosting. And rotating your cake. Being careful. And when you're finished, your plate should be fairly clean and it should look like this wonderful chocolate cake. And so in conclusion, I chose to make a cake because I've done it for cross country and it's fun and it always tastes good, and believe it or not, cross country people really like to eat, which is probably one of the main reasons why we run. And so I made chocolate cake and it's delicious.
McConnell, this is an A! Great point! Did you take a point off for that? I don't think so. That's an A, McConnell!